We wait until they board the elevator, and then we step out of the restroom. "Tell me we're not going any further," Ramsey says. "There's something going on here, and I mean to find out where Leo was taken, and why." I continue my response. "It doesn't look like the man had a lobotomy done on him, because lobotomies are made up through the eye socket with a special wire whip. There's something bigger going on here. What kind of brain surgery was that?" The elevator indicator stops on the 20th level, labeled as B20, and remains there. The wall that mysteriously opened is back in place. It cost a fortune to build this hidden entrance. Why do you suppose they went to so much trouble to hide a corridor from the hospital? I ask. Ramsey says, "At a glance, there are 3 things about this huge underground facility that seem obvious. It's not part of the hospital's main medical treatment facility. It's made to look seemingly unimportant because there's no apparent security at the main entrance. The entrance isn't hidden, so it obviously isn't designed to look like a secret facility. It's the perfect example of the best hiding place, being in plain sight. Sometimes the best place to hide something is right in your face. You know, I wouldn't be so insistent on continuing except that Leo is somewhere beneath us when he's supposed to be buried in the cemetery back in Boston. Another kicker is the blank concrete wall opening. How can this place look so ordinary and yet have the blank walls open into doorways? We go to the laundry storage area and find the door locked. We need to see what's in this laundry room. I have a feeling all the levels are secured, and we won't be able to gain entrance without some sort of disguise," Ramsey noted. I pull out my wallet and produce a flexible steel shim. I slide it easily between the door jamb and the door, but the lock is a deadbolt. Ramsey reaches into his back pocket to pull out his wallet and produces a set of skinny steel feeler probes. He carefully slides 2 of them at once into the keyhole and starts fishing around in there. The lock made a click, and Ramsey quietly slips the door open about half an inch. Ramsey and I cautiously look inside and see that it's dark in there, so we open the door far enough to see inside. We turn on the lights and go in. The room is quite large, with a huge service elevator covering the entire wall area in the back. Another whole wall is covered in large laundry machines, while half the other wall is covered with hydraulic laundry pressing machines. We do a quick search through the baskets of dirty laundry and see about 5 different kinds of uniforms in various sizes. None of them are hospital uniforms, but are either security uniforms or blank jumpsuit-type uniforms in pink, blue, black, or white. Over on the other side, we find the same 4 kinds of uniforms, cleaned, pressed, and on hangers. Unsure of what the uniforms are for, we decide to risk wearing the white ones. We decide that white jumpsuits would be worn by medical staff with the broadest clearance. If badges are needed for the security uniforms, we would never be able to get very far. We have to hope there are no badges needed. We pull out white jumpsuits, put them on, and tuck the collars and cuffs from our street clothes out of sight. We enter the elevator and find a directory of floors, but the information on the placard is sparse. Only about 4 of the floors are labeled. We push the button for B2 for cafeteria services and wait. The floor falls beneath us silently. All the elevators at the village must be the new linear design. The elevator doors open, and a man in a security guard uniform turns to ask us who we are. In the background, I can see a man in a white jumpsuit on a ladder changing a fluorescent light bulb. Apparently, we're wearing janitorial uniforms. We received word that there's a critical maintenance situation at this level. We're reporting for duty with the crew, I say, trying to keep my answer as generic as possible. It's urgent that we get to our post immediately, sir.